Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and we are on the Johto comeback tour. Oh, I need Why? Just why? Why would you do this? What? Who do I even have that knows strength? Do you know what I'm gonna do? Fuck it. I'm just gonna teach strength to... Mango, and then I can always forget it and relearn Body Slam. Like, why would you do... HMs are literally, like, one thing I don't miss from the world of Pokemon mechanics. I really don't miss them at all. But, like, when was that changed? Was that, like, Sun and Moon where that changed? Where, like, instead of having to teach Pokemon HMs, you just had, like, different, like, riding Pokemon. I really liked the approach they took with the bicycle in Pokemon Shield. Like, I really liked that. Wahahaha! Why is everyone like Wario all of a sudden? From now on, I'm going to train 24 hours a day. I lost to a bunch of losers. But, yeah, I liked the approach with the bicycle. It was just kind of nice, you know? Then, like, what did they do in Scarlet and Violet? Oh, yeah, you had the box legendary just did it all. Well, that was quite cool as well. Like, and it made sense for the open world aspect of the game as well. So I kind of liked that. But I really don't miss HMs being a thing. Like, I don't think anyone does. Like, they were a clever way originally, right? They, like, when Pokemon was new first, right, I think it was perfectly fine. It was a way of kind of gatekeeping progress behind like different points or whatever. Strong Zero was like, don't put me out there, coach, don't put me out there. Like, it was a way of, like, of putting in little different points in the game where, like, points of no return, not points of no return, but little, hey everybody, my name's Gigadrain! Coming from a pathological liar, that's a compliment! He's so crazy. He's so crazy. That brother. But yeah, but I feel like they're just something that got out, like, they overstayed their welcome. Like, I think by the time you got to, like, Gen 3, and things just went crazy with Dive and, like, 3 and 4, and things were going crazy with Dive and Whirlpool and Waterfall and stuff. Like, literally, you have, like, 4 different water HMs, right? And then there's Fly, and there's Rock Smash, and there's Flash, and there's Strength, and there's Cut, and I'm just like, holy crap. Like, nobody wanted this anymore. So I feel like they just kind of outstayed their welcome, and nobody, by the time they got, like, gotten rid of in, in Pokemon Sun and Moon, for all I know, they might have been gone in Gen 6. The one generation I never played. I never finished Pokemon White, and I never played X and Y. But nobody was lamenting their departure, I don't think, at that point, really and truly. But yeah, I like it's just annoying, especially in a gym. Like, I have no problem with, like, let's say, for example, do you know the way you need Cut to go to Rock Tunnel, you know? I don't think anyone has a problem with that. But what I have a problem with is, like, oh, you need Cut to get into Lieutenant Surge's gym, right? Or you need Strength inside in Chuck's, like, gym. Like, at that point, it's not serving a function, because at that point you can already surf. You know, you already, like, it's not actually doing anything of significant effect, right? You can already surf around the place, and you can already have strength. It's not like strength is needed to bar you from progressing unduly in the game or something like that, you know. So it's just annoying. It's just something of irritation. Do you know what? It's time for Mango to get out here and put this Thunder Punch to the test, you know. Speaking of mechanics, do you remember in the other one of the last videos I was talking about? Well, here's the belly drum. Here's the belly drum. My name's Nino. Nino going around belly drumming. Well, that wasn't as effective as I hoped it would be. Oh, don't tell me he is a fucking snozberry. Of course you hit with the thing. Of course you do. I mean, why wouldn't you hit with the dynamic punch? why wouldn't you? Like, oh my god. Anyway, do you remember I was saying like about the badge mechanics, and it's something that just a mechanic that I don't understand? Well, I still don't really understand how it works, okay? But I did look it up, okay? So yes, the badges do like affect your stats, right? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fly straight to Blackthorn now and get rid of this stinking strength off of my mango. Yes, I'm the move deleter. Should I make a Pokemon forget? Mango. As well, it was the kind of thing that you couldn't, like, learn over them, which made sense in Generation 1, because you could get yourself in the scenario where you left the HM in the box or something like that, right? You could theoretically get into the scenario where you had left your Strength HM in a box, and then learned something over it, and weren't able to get out of where you were, right? Let's say we're in Seafoam Islands or something, or Surf or something like that, right? Oh, I need to talk to the other pig. So that made sense, right? That it was like, okay, otherwise people can freaking lock themselves into a part of the game that they shouldn't, right? Do I want to learn Belly Drum? Probably not. Am I really going to use it? Probably not. Mango learned Body Slam. But once, like, Gen 2 happened and you just had all of your TMs with you all of the time, like, that served no purpose any longer, right? So, because, let's say, for example, I'm in the Seafoam Islands, and it's like, oh, Psyduck is trying to learn Amnesia, and I teach Psyduck Amnesia over Surf, and I can't get out. Well, do you know what? I can just teach it Surf again over Amnesia, you know? Like, because I'll have the HM with me. So that's one thing where I'm kind of like, come on, please. Amanda, please. That's one thing which was kind of a little bit annoying when they kind of maintained that aspect of them, even though it wasn't really necessary anymore. I'm gonna lead with Mango again. I'm gonna try this Dynamic Punch in freaking Jasmine's gym. I'm the one who should be saying good luck. I'm the one who should be saying good luck. I'm knocking out Johto gym leaders left, right, and center. It's like Order 66 or something like that, and there's just going to be a freaking montage of all the different gym leaders getting freaking destroyed. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the badges. So I looked it up, and yes, they do affect your stats, right? Some of them. However, what I couldn't kind of understand was, what I didn't get was, so what I don't understand is it the fact that your stats are kept low? Is that what's happening? And then when you get the badge, it like brings the stat up to where it should be? Or is it that, well, look, you're just after putting yourself in a world of hurt because Mango's attack is freaking off the charts now over your swagger. Freaking kick you to the curb unless you look like Mick Jagger. Yeah, and would a Corsola? It's cute, right? But please. Or is it that your stats are normal, and then when you get the badge, your stats go up, right? That's what I don't understand. So is it like the whole, until you get the badge, you're like Rock Lee with the weights on, and then you get the badge and you take the weights off? Or is it that, I'm gonna use Dynamic Punch. Great. I'm gonna use Dynamic Punch. I'm gonna use Dynamic Punch. It's like so satisfying. Can you imagine what this looks like? There's this little cute little Corsola doing its little rain dance. Like freaking Snorlax. It like serves it a fucking haymaker upside the head. It's just funny. It's just hilarious. I'm gonna stick with my Dynamic Punch. I'm gonna Dynamic Punch this Magneton into the middle of next week. Oh, don't do that. Oh well, it's okay. It didn't hit anyway. I wonder, like, will Body Slam break the substitute? That would be nice. The, what was I saying? What is all of this animation that's happening? Like, what is all this shonen crap? Yeah, the substitute faded. I don't want to be wasting one of my valuable Dynamic Punch PP on a freaking substitute for another Magneton. Oh my god, I should have done this a long time ago. Teaching Zap Cannon to Slow Sister, teaching Dynamic Punch to Mango. This is the best bit ever. Scizor? Fuck it. Like, well, do you know what? Let's, fuck it. I can just heal through the pain, right? That's what rest is for. Well, no, I don't know rest anymore. So that's what I don't understand about how the mechanics are working. I don't understand, like, what way I'm supposed to understand the actual statistical mathematics that are going on. Whoa, okay, that wasn't great. Whoa, that really wasn't great. Well, whatever. If Mango gets taken out, well, yes, you'll see what happens now. I'll just bring in frickin' Teen Idol. My biblically accurate, fire-breathing Togetic. The other thing that I read, though, when I was reading on frickin' Bulbapedia about the badge situation, the other thing that I saw on there was that, like, in Generation 2, right, and apparently Generation 2 only, it seems, in Generation 2, also, like, when you get the eight initial badges, right, you get a boost to those types. Like, you get a boost to those, like, type attacks. So, like, when you get Falconer's badge, like, flying type attacks, your flying type attacks get stronger. And they never mention this in the game anywhere. They never mention this in the game anywhere. They, there's no reference to it. I never knew this before, ever in my life. But also then, I'm asking myself the same thing. Is it that, okay, your attacks are kind of nerfed up until the point that you get the badge, and then they're brought up to where they actually are? Or is it that just for the sake of the game, your attacks are just made stronger, right? Because then, like, that raises the question of what happens if you're playing, like, Pokemon Stadium or Pokemon Stadium 2 or whatever. Because, like, are you going to be playing those games and asking yourself, why are my attacks not as strong anymore? I used to be doing this amount of damage and now I'm not. Or I used to be taking this amount of damage and now I'm not, but it was just like an artificial, like, boost to your stats due to the badges. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, I'm not going to get into this right now. We're getting back to girl talk. Time for some girl talk with Price. Oh my god. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this frickin' puzzle again. Why? Just why? All I want to do is talk to the man. Oh, I did it. All I want to do is talk to the man. I don't need any freaking haikus. I don't need you talking like the Lion King. I just want to kick your wrinkly, crinkly ass. Oh, a Sneasel. Oh, I should have sent out Strong Zero. Oh well, whatever. I should be using Toxic first, right? I should be so really the flow should be... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, was a critical hit. Really the flow should be Toxic, Protect, Defense Curl, Protect, Rollout, right? Shouldn't that be the flow, technically, I guess? Because now I Protect, he wastes a turn, I get more HP back with my leftovers, they get hurt by poison, then I use Defense Curl. Well, you see, this isn't great because he's actually doing quite a bit of damage with like Sneasel's attack being so high. Well, it didn't help that it was a critical hit the first time either, right? So now I use Defense Curl, which is going to make my rollout more powerful. Then I use Protect again. Yeah, this is the flow. Okay, this is the flow. And then I start my rollout parade. Then it's Welcome to the Black Parade. Okay, now I get rolling. Rolling. So I need to watch this film, right? There's this film that I still haven't watched, which was made by the Limp Bizkit guy. Wait a second. His name is Fred Durst, right? So when I read the article about it first, so this is actually kind of funny. When I read the article about it first, I wonder will like Girl Talk be faster than a dugong? Faster than a speeding dugong? Probably not, right? Well, Girl Talk, if you can survive this one, I'm taking you out for a steak dinner. Oh my god, I guess I'm taking you out for a steak dinner. Yeah. Well, there's no way I'm surviving this one. Okay, well, Girl Talk, it was fun while it lasted. It was because I lost so much HP to that Sneasel. I feel like if that hadn't been a critical hit, the first one, this would be a whole different ball game, right? Okay, so you can rest. Yeah, just go take a rest, you know? This, like, fucking 100-year-old man with his 100-year-old dugong, they're just gonna take a rest for a while, you know? Do you have a gold berry? Oh no, you have a miracle berry. What the oh, that's the thing that, that's the thing that does the, ha! Oh, if my dynamic punch had connected that time, it would have felt so good. I just would have been, like, punching this pig in the face. Come on, it's time to punch this pig in the face! I'm just here, like, hitting the button like crazy, you know? What was I even talking about before I started fighting Prize? I know I was talking about the badges. But yeah, that's like one thing that I just don't really understand about, like, how the mechanics work is, that's one thing I don't understand about how the mechanics work, is whether it's like a nerf that gets, like, restored, or is it that just in, like, the main games it works you just get this boost, you know? That's the way it is. Like, they got rid of that by, like, Gen 4. I think Gen 3 is, like, the last one where they do this with this, with their, do I use Thunder Punch or Dynamic? I'll use the Thunder Punch, why not? I can always heal Mango if needs be. I feel like Mango deserves to be healed. Mango deserves to be healed. You know, after taking all of this shit from this pig, you know? When, like, and as well, like, hyper potions in these ones, they do, like, heal 200. At some point, they changed it to being, like, 120 instead. Well, do you know what? You can rest all you want. Maybe I should just use Rollout with Mango. Maybe that's what I should be doing here. Is just roll. Oh, I was talking about that Limp Bizkit film, right? Okay, so this film, right, and it's called The Fan. It's about this obsessive fan that's played by John Travolta or whatever. Bizarre, right? Absolutely bizarre construct. But, like, it was made by the guy Fred Durst from... That's not going to help you, right? Because I've got I've got the power of God and anime on my side. So it was made by Fred Durst, the Limp Bizkit guy, right? When I was reading first about it, and this is years ago, I remember reading about it, and it said, like, this film made by Fred Durst, and I was like, isn't he a murderer? I was like, isn't he a murderer? I was getting mixed up with, like, Robert Durst, the guy from the Jinx. Speaking of Jinx, right? The guy from the Jinx. I was getting confused with that. I was like imagining, I was like, what is this guy doing making movies? You know? But no, it's only slightly less bizarre than that. It's actually made by freaking Limp Bizkit. Mango woke up. Oh my god. So like, just the idea of like this guy. Oh my god, Hyper Beam is very tantalizing. It's tantalizing, but I feel like again I would need to be running leftovers to take advantage of it. Like literally, right? So it's 150 power. If I use 2 body slams, it's more bang for my buck, right? Because I'm spent like Hyper Beam, I'm spending 2 attacks to use it anyway, because like I need to whatever I'm trying to say here. What am I doing against this Lapras? Thunder Punch, right? Just, do you know what? Strong Zero. Just send out Strong Zero. I love Lapras's shade of blue in this. Like, it's just this really nice kind of like slightly cyan kind of like azure kind of color. I could like Mega Drain. It's no Giga Drain, right? You know, my name's Nino. But Pin Missile will do the trick. And then we like literally just have Claire. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, it's the confusion. Oh. So yeah, it's like 10 past 10 in the morning on like here on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal Legacy. It's exciting to be Let's Playing this again. You know, it's good to be doing anything again. But it's nice to be back Let's Playing this. I've been enjoying it. And the and we're getting to the end. So apparently there is like an upgraded Elite Four. I saw like I came across a chat that or message that Impolo had sent in Discord saying that like yes, there is upgraded gym leaders in Johto and there is an upgraded Elite Four. So I'm thinking now I'm going to go ahead and do the well, let's just see what Mega Drain does. Not much apparently. This is where I really wish I did have that Steel type Spike Cannon. It's like the one time in the game I want my Steel type Spike Cannon. Here we are, just back. I should have just exploded. Well, that might happen anyway, right? I should just use Explosion. Poor Strong Zero didn't deserve this, I swear. Strong Zero just didn't deserve this. Girl Talk got to, like, kick ass and take names, right? And here's poor Strong Zero getting shellacked by a Lapras. Dynamic Punch! Uh-oh. Don't freeze my Mango. But, this is so satisfying. Every time it connects, it's so satisfying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was just talking about how fun it is to play this. So I think, like, what I'll do is I probably will go ahead and do the upgraded Elite Four first. And then Red, because, oh my god, get out of my way. And because it feels like, as I say, it just feels like Red should always be the last thing you do. Red, it should be Red. Like, Red is just like... And don't the credits roll after you defeat Red? I feel like they do. Like, you always get a credit roll after you beat the Elite Four. At least in the originals, right? I'm pretty sure if my memory serves me correctly, you get a credit roll after beating Red as well. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. But we'll just have to see. For now though, time to take on Claire. I'll take your mantle as well, don't you worry. I really kind of want to do that. Where the frick is her gym? Is it up here? Yeah, there it is. I really kind of want to do that. Do what I'm going to lead with Krang. Didn't I teach Krang Ice Beam? Didn't I? Wait, no. Krang knows. Giga Drain, Supersonic, Sludge Bomb. No, I knew Ice Beam and then I went over it with Giga Drain. That's what happened. What about Strong Zero? What about Girl Talk? What about Elephants? What about, do you know what about Mango? What about Mango, you know? Don't tell me I need to learn Strength again. Oh no, I don't. It's all good. It's just a little airborne. It's still good. I really want to do that, like I know I want to do the Birdkeeper run of Pokemon Sapphire. What are you talking about? I've already been there. I've kicked all their asses already. I'm just here to kick your ass again. Give it everything you got. Anyway, want to have a rematch with me? Yeah. I really want to do that Pokemon Red, like, Dragon Tamer run. Because it'd just be fun. I've never played Red before. And it'd be fun just to go ahead and do it, you know. Do you know what? I'm going to try and get a rollout going. Like, I'm just going to see if I can get the... Like, it's not doing that much. As soon as they paralyze me, like, it's not going to be a good time. Yeah, whatever, you and your Snozzberry. Okay, just don't paralyze me, please. Yes! Oh! Well, do you know what? Fuck you. Just gonna use the body slam. That's what I was afraid of. It's like Dragon Breath. Doesn't it have like something like a 30% chance of paralysis, which is crazy. It's almost like remember Gen 3 Water Pulse? Every fucker knew Water Pulse. I'm gonna stick with my Thunder Punch. Every motherfucker knew Water Pulse in Generation 3. If it was a water Pokemon, it knew Water Pulse. What the hell? Well, do you know what? Well, if I'm gonna go second anyway... every fucker knew Water Pulse, and that shit had like a 30 or 35% chance of paralysis. Yeah, fly for all I care. That shit had like a 30% chance of paralysis. It was crazy. Every single time. Like someone used Water Pulse on you, you ended up being paralyzed. Are you gonna fly again? Yeah, go for it. Knock yourself out, you know. So yeah, and I feel like Dragon Breath is like that. It's just thankfully you don't come across as many Pokemon that know it, you know. What the hell? You have a Focus Band? Well, if you're gonna fly again, I'm gonna take this opportunity to heal. There's like I'll never forget, remember in like Earl's Pokemon Academy on Pokemon Stadium 2? Like, there was all of these like little, it was kind of like little challenges or something like that. They were like little, like, battles that were set up in such a way to teach you to exploit certain mechanics. And one of them revolved completely around the idea of these two-stage moves. So things like Fly or Dig, where like these moves where they were invulnerable for one turn. And like getting your timing right, with Endure, I think, to be able to, with Endure or Protect, one or the other. Dynamic Punch. Uh-oh. This is just like the same as we saw this like 2 minutes ago. I'm using Dynamic Punch on a Lapras. Just love the idea of like, you know, it freaking explodes. Don't tell me you have a Snozzberry as well. What? Oh, well, at least now you can't use Rest to or at least when you use Rest, your sleep isn't going to heal itself. The sleep. What were we watching the other day and I said it was like the Green Goblin or something? What was it? I have no memory of what it was. We were definitely watching something and I was like, it's like the Green Goblin or something. I can't remember. What the hell was it? We were definitely watching something. And it was like something similar to like the way Norman Osborn becomes obsessed with the Green Goblin. The Green Goblin is like inside his head, taking over his entire psyche or whatever. But it wasn't that YouTube poop, I can tell you that much. Don't be paralyzing me. Well, it was gonna happen at some stage anyway, right? Mango is fully paralyzed. We finished Psychonauts, by the way, just to kind of... You know, the way I was saying, like, oh, we've been playing through a game, kind of passing the controller back and forth, or just like a two-player game. We did play It Takes Two and Split Fiction. Well, the last game we did was Psychonauts, which I love. I'd love to Let's Play it someday, but then there's all of these games I'd love to Let's Play someday, right? But, is Mango taking out, like, Claire's entire team here, somehow? Well, somehow, with, like, a couple of hyper potions, I guess, right? Somehow Palpatine came back, you know? Somehow Mango defeated Claire. I feel like Mango deserves a little bit of a rest now, though. What am I gonna do here? Do you know what? Krang. I'm just gonna freaking sludge bomb this bitch. Or Supersonic. Speed of Sound Sonic. What was I saying again? Somehow Palpatine came back. Oh yeah, Psychonauts. So we've been enjoying Psychonauts. Great game. Meat Circus, as I remember, not the most fun part of the game. It really isn't, right? Of all the parts in the game, I feel like it's only like the first part. I feel like that first part where you're trying to protect the oleander from the stupid rabbits or whatever, that's like the poor part. Yes, the part where you're like climbing up where the water is coming up after you as well, that can be a bit annoying, but it's not too bad, right? It's okay. But yeah, like, fantastically enjoyable experience. And you know what we did yesterday? We started playing Psychonauts 2. I hadn't played it at all. It's hard to believe it came out a couple of years ago and I still haven't played it. It is so good so far. Like, so far, it really does feel like just more Psychonauts, like more of all we loved about Psychonauts 1. Like, it's almost like that Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie sequel experience. At least so far, at any rate, and I am absolutely loving it. So I'm looking forward to getting to play more of that. The only thing I liked the summer camp kind of vibe of the first one, and they did so many little things to have it fit into that summer camp atmosphere, whereas like Psychonauts 2 is almost like this almost corporate kind of atmosphere, which they lean into funnily in a funny way as well, which I kind of like. But there's something really charming about the summer camp setting, which I kind of miss a little bit. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this part of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal Legacy. We've defeated all the Johto Gym Leader rematches, what do you know? And I guess next time we'll try the upgraded Elite Four. Thanks for watching, see you next time, bye now.